Nobody has any front row. Oh man, that's great.
Mickey, I got one that right now I need to put, I think a solenoid in it. You take a screwdriver and pop it over and it'll run, but without doing that, is it not solenoid?
On the door lock?
Yeah.
Okay, it could be.
The old door lock, the old sign.
Okay, it's got a red switch on it and a micro switch.
I checked it, it works.
Red switch is good, okay?
Excuse me for interrupting, I forgot to tell everybody, most of you guys are a little bit newer in the industry, but Helen Farmer, who worked here for 40-something years, and happened to show up today. So she's over here right now, Bobby, and there are a couple of you guys, a couple of you customers will still remember, but if you want to say hello to her, she's here. She's just in the other room over there, but go right back to that. Sorry.
Okay. I'll take this off so that he can see and we can have it back. I know a lot of you don't have the newer Quantum, have this older style.
Want this?
If you pull the switch over, it'll start. Right? Is it hitting the switch here? Have you checked that to see if
Yeah,
when you
it's
pull
hitting
the
the
door?
switch.
Hitting the switch, okay? And it still won't lock the door. Okay? It could be in the solenoid then.
That's what I figured is solenoid.
Or it could be in the door lock bolt. Do you have a thing on the test to do with the door lock? Tell them which one is. Which I know most people, that gets a little bit too much, testing the door lock to see. This one's not gonna have a door lock. That's you board it. That one you board it.
Oh, the new one?
Okay, you check this red switch here,
Right,
right?
it's good.
Okay. And this,
See, you take a screwdriver,
pull it over.
pull it over, then it takes off.
But it never tries to lock on its own.
But now I put a screwdriver to it and then stick a screwdriver. But it's not pushing
Well,
up.
that's unlocking. So you either you gotta replace the solenoid or it don't lock.
That's what I was asking, how do you replace the solenoid?
Well, you take these bolts off,
Right,
this one here, this whole piece comes off.
screws in the back.
And yeah, it's got two screws in the back of it. Okay. Anybody else with any?
I'm having a similar problem with one of those, and you'll get the door, and after it quits beeping, you hit the start button again, and it goes to work.
Okay, the thing to do is check right here.
Right there.
Make sure the solenoid is coming through and not hitting the edge of the door. It could be scraping. I've seen them not hitting directly on the end right here, but just scraping. Okay, and it's binding the solenoid, okay, and it can't come over good. If you hit it, if you pull up on your latch and hit it again, it'll start, it'll go on past it. But check right here, make sure that solenoid's not hitting here.
Okay. Is there an
Well, this latch.
adjustment there?
Huh?
Is there some kind of adjustment or something?
Well, you can check right here, okay, and see if this is doing it. Could be binding as it comes through here. Right here.
Okay.
You can, usually what I found, somebody has really put some pressure on the
Well,
door.
I've actually kind of lift them up a little bit on
Okay, check right here and see if this is wearing on the hinge.
the hinge,
Yeah, see if the hole is, if they're wearing, or if they've got worn out,
play in the door.
and you got too much play in this door. Okay? Or it could be bent somewhere there.
All right.
Because that's the problem I found, is people put too much weight on the door, they're using the door, and they put a lot of pressure on the door and bend the door down.
All right.
If you can pull up on it and then it clears the solenoid, that's what they've done. But I have found it where it was striking here, that's where people has pushed the door, where it can't clear. I've seen kids swing on it,
Yeah.
so,
All right.
seen these hinges break where kids swung on it. Takes a They will break if a kid just rides it for a seesaw or
Swing.
swing, and we all know that happens. Okay, any other?
The seal around the door, you know, gets kind of nasty looking, and I clean mine out every once in a while, but not nearly often enough. And now it's kind of stained, it just looks bad. Is there any way to clean that stain out of there?
Only thing we tell you is take a rag with some bleach and some water, and take that and rub it around there. You know, get in there and rub it around the edge of it here. With a screwdriver.
Yeah.
Just try to get it out.
That bleach will take the stain out of there?
Well, no, if it's real bad, it won't. If it's mold, it won't take it out.
I've taken the glass out of the doors on ours, and take a steamer, and a steamer just on the rubber gasket, and I cleaned it that way.
Did it take the stain off of it, or it still got some stain look there?
It got a slight stain, but it took a lot of the grime stuff out of it. Made it look pretty for a while.
Well, that's how most people, and a lot of them are going to look pretty good. They'll take a screwdriver with a rag over it, and just put it in there and just run it around that bottom edge. And keep that stuff cleared out of there. Is any of you here turning your doors, gaskets? Okay. Keep them from being closed at the same spot all the time. Turn it. Grab it and turn it. But I know nobody's got this on it no more. It's been out a while. Is it still there?
Okay, Mickey, okay, I have a water level in one of those, you know, I'm getting too much water in, you see, what could that be?
Getting too much water in.
Water. Yeah, it just constantly, you know, say like on 7 minutes on a rinse site, it just keep rinsing, keep filling up that glass.
You got your knowledge. And it does fine on wash, but it gets too much on
Yes.
rinse.
I changed the level switch and I mean what is good, and also and also too on say like on the rinse cycle, and then like about 9 minutes, 8 minutes, okay, my fabric softener, you know, washes through. Okay, I have a problem. Okay, I have a problem with all three of those running at the same time. Or say like,
All three on at one time?
Yes.
Yeah, you got a wiring. Something's off in wiring. Something's not wired right. You get water in all three compartments at the same time.
Any thoughts on it? I gotta check it what.
Have you changed water valves and stuff on it?
I tell you what, some of the cold water.
Okay.
I mean, change it over and go out.
And this, yeah, but it started after you done that?
Yes, it is.
Okay, you've got a wire off on the water valve somewhere and you got power going to the valve. I know you got other machines right beside it. I'd take the lid off of another and then trace each wire and make sure you've got it hooked on the water valve exactly where it goes, or you're going to have that problem. It never shuts off and rinse. Just keep filling now. But it will on every other cycle. Wash and everything.
Yes. Except for the rinse.
Anything else?
From the start, that machine until almost spin, and then jump to finish. What's wrong?
Almost spin?
Almost spin, but not spin. Jump to finish.
Okay, it gets to 8 minutes, then it just goes to end. Okay. Could be a loose wire up here.
No, this.
Okay. Well, either one, it could be a loose wire, or you've got a problem. See? Well, that covers from the door lock, comes up here and hooks in. Most of the time when I've seen that happen, it's a wire up here in the harness where the harness connects to the bolt. I'm not going to show it on this one at all. I'm not going to show this, and this is different. Right here. Yours is wire, and V's down in it, okay? You've got a wire. If you can take, right here, the wire come through the wall, okay? Shake them, shake the wire, you'll see this goes to 1.
But not often, once a week, something,
Once
once
a
a
week.
week, once a day, something.
It's a loose connection somewhere coming from here. It comes from this board, okay, and goes up.
I try to clean it up, well, I try to clean it up what inside there, but still not good. But not always, just once a week, something.
Once a week.
Yeah.
But you got a
once
loose
week.
connection, and most time I found it's been up here, loose connection.
And also, I got told with 60 power, even having 60 power.
What's wrong with it? Basically the
I
same.
got 2 of them. I start on 23 minutes. 23 minutes, about maybe 4 minutes long. Not jump down to 22, to 21, something, and then jump to finish.
It's the same issue. You got a
But
wire.
it is almost a sprint, but that no. I mean no jump from 23 minutes. Not jump.
It's 23 minutes, it jumps all the way in.
On time. Start the same thing, I can't 2 of them. Start the same time. This one jump down to 22, to 21, but that one, no. But on hard water, probably, no cold water, no warm water. On hard water. 23 minutes, about 4 minutes long something, and then jump to finish.
Feel there. Yours is V micro, yours looks like this, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe look like this.
Is it a new one?
The new one.
Okay.
You put for me 8 months ago.
Just one. It sounds like Phil there. No, nothing ever comes up, it just goes to end, right? Don't give an error.
Keep on it 23 minutes. 23 minutes.
But on warm or cold, you don't have a problem?
Warm and cold, no. Just
Well,
on hot.
hot you do.
But I look at how water come down.
Coming
You
in,
do it.
well, you screamed or something. Screamed in the back of the washer.
Wonder why his errors are turned off.
And then back down to finish.
If
And
you're-
so on it, LF, what?
EFL.
EFL, yeah.
Fill there, you're not getting water in the machine. Okay, you have to take the hoses off the back and look at the screens. You should have a screen on the hose like this, on the spigot end, right here. Then on the back of the machine, you got a valve.
I don't think that's it about the 8 months or 7 months ago.
You still have to check them. That screen there.
Check on hot water or
Take it loose at the back of the washer and pull this out. Pull this come out. Pull it out easy.
oh.
Take it out. Clean it up. Put it back in. But that's what he's getting a feel there, because he barely trickles in on hot. When he looks in, it's trickling in, it finally just runs out of time. So it goes to the EFL.
Yeah, the one no problem. I saw water come out, hot water come out a little bit more.
That's in the back there.
But for this, for that one, small.
They're in all of them.
Oh.